T-O-Y. Toy.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The word I'm searching for, I can't say, because there's preschool toys present.
Toy Story came out in 1995 and stars Tom Hanks as Woody and Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear and a bunch of other people. Toy Story I want to review leading up to Toy Story 4, which comes out in a couple days. I am very, very excited and anticipating that movie, and I want to talk about Toy Story because I've been rewatching the Toy Story films for like the 1,000th time over the past weekend, and oh my god, Toy Story, I love this movie, man. This is amazing. There's a reason these movies have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. There's a reason these movies are considered so good, and because Pixar knows how to make a goddamn good movie that makes you feel something in the hearts, yeah? And Toy Story is one of those movies, so let's talk about it. This movie is perfection. There is nothing wrong with this movie. This movie is so unbearably fast-paced, not just because it's an hour 20 minutes long, and it's quite a fast movie, but something's always happening. Something's always going on for these characters, and this movie just happens so fast, and everything keeps going on for our characters. There is something always happening, and it's just so inconsequential every single time something happens and something occurs. The movie creates such a tense and suspenseful experience for a kids' movie. This movie is goddamn amazing. The best thing about Toy Story is this movie isn't aimed at kids. I feel that adults and older people are going to resonate a lot more with the themes and the messages presented in Toy Story, and that's easily the biggest praise I can give Toy Story, the way it conveys its messages and meanings about toys, about people and kids, and how we play with our toys, and it's so amazing, and it's so well presented. There's a lot of messages conveyed in Toy Story, and they're all done superbly, and it's all due to these characters, the way it presents the toys, and the way it shows the frustrations with the toys, like Woody. He's always frustrated, there's something always going wrong for him, saying that most of his life as a toy, playing with Andy, is all gone right, and then as soon as he meets Buzz Lightyear, everything goes wrong, and Buzz Lightyear is so entertaining, he is so amazing, the chemistry between those two characters is amazing, and seeing those two characters grow is superb, and I love those two characters together on screen. They create so much fun, and those two going on their adventure together is amazing. This is the reason this movie is so good. This is the reason this movie is just fantastic. This is one of the best movies I've ever seen, because it creates such likeness for our characters and so much realism. You relate to these characters even though they're just toys, and it's so amazingly done. It's so seamlessly done that you forget you're watching toys. You actually feel like you're watching people, and it's so amazing. It's all due to the writing and the script and how well done this movie is, and the voice acting is incredible and everything. And for when this movie came out, there's really no other films like it. It was one of Pixar's first films, and I feel that they were still trying to figure out their formula, and by starting with a movie like Toy Story is just perfect. And I feel that this film just completely conveys every single thing it needs to do so well, and it does such a great job of doing it. The pacing is perfect, and the song, You Got a Friend in Me, that song is amazing, and it works so well for this franchise. And I just feel that Toy Story really relates to everyone. Everyone can watch Toy Story and relate to it, and that's the best thing about it. It's not just aimed at one target audience and trying to aim for that. It doesn't have all these kids' jokes in or there. It's just a well-told story, and sometimes you actually watch it and forget its animation. Some of the animation sometimes feels a bit dated today. It doesn't look as good as some things that we have today, as technology has improved, but I do feel that because you're so invested in the story and in the characters, that sort of just pushes aside, and you're just so invested in what is happening, and you're so excited to see what happened next. And I've seen this movie thousands and thousands of times, and I feel everything watching the movie, and actually every single time I watch the movie and watch these Toy Story films, they get better, and I absolutely adore them. I think they're magical, they're amazing. It has so many moments that I love, it has so many iconic moments, it has so many great lines, it has so many references to other movies and other things, and it's like homaging other things as well. and it's one of the best movies of all time. It could have focused on the kid playing with his toys a lot, but it only really focuses on that in the opening scene. But it doesn't. It focuses on the adventure that the toys go through. You got the villain of Sid, who is extremely entertaining, and I feel that it's also conveying a message to kids who are like Sid. And maybe if a kid who is sort of acts the way Sid does watches this movie, that it would sort of like change their mind about how they feel, and it can change your persona about how you play with your toys and how you respect them, and the way it had all these things in there, and the way it affected children's minds, and also gave older people messages, and that I really appreciated. In my opinion, I think this is the weakest Toy Story film. I do think Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 are both stronger. I have reviews for those coming soon. But really, I have no issues with Toy Story. There's a reason it's a classic today, and is one of my all-time favourite animated movies. Overall, of course, Toy Story gets an A+, and a 10 out of 10. Guys, comment down below your opinions on Toy Story. And of course, thanks for watching. Goodbye.